जब भी जहाँ भी बोलने का मौका मिलते थोड़ा बहुत हर साइड से इनपुट लेना चाहता हूँ कि पॉलिसी मेकिंग में, क्योंकि हम कौंसल में बैठे हैं तो पॉलिसी बनाते हैं लेकिन उसमें आउटपुट इतना नहीं होता है। अपने अपने लेवल पे या डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के जितने भी अपना टेक्नीशियन है, लेकिन उनके उनसे इतना इनपुट जितना होना चाहिए इतना हो पाता नहीं पाता है। इसीलिए जीबी पान से भी यही मेरा गुजारिश यही रहेगा कि खासकर आप लोग का सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट में लिंकिंग करते हैं इन्वायरमेंट और डेवलपमेंट में, मेन फोकस पॉइंट यही है। हर जगह जगह आप लोग ट्रेनिंग देते हैं, डिमोन्स्ट्रेशन देते हैं गाँव गाँव में, खासकर रूरल एरियाज में। जब मैं जीबी पान के बारे में मुझे थोड़ा पढ़ने का मौका मिला तो ये मुझे ये लगा कि गाँव में अगर जीबी पान हो तो बाकी किसी चीज का जरूरत क्योंकि कौंसल हमेशा साथ में है, साथ में हमें थोड़ा सा इनपुट देके हमें पॉलिसी कैसे बनाए, वाटर कैनल्स कैसे बनाए जाते हैं, स्कूलों का बिल्डिंग कैसे बनाए जाते हैं, और ऐसे सारे बहुत सारे डिसिप्लिन है। मल्टी आपका टास्क की मल्टी डायमेंशनल है, तो हर एक चीज में आप पूछ सकते हैं। और इतना लो कॉस्ट पे आप लोगों ने ये ना प्रोडक्ट टेक्नोलॉजी इतना लो कॉस्ट पे टेक्नोलॉजी ला रहा है, तो हर कोई भी एफोर्ड कर सकते हैं। और सेकेंडली हमारा आज के स्पीकर साहब ने यही हमारे सामने ये रखी बोरवेल को लेके। अभी पूरे देश में जेजेएम का एक वो चल रहा है, जल जीवन मिशन, घर घर पानी, और ले में भी नेक्स्ट अगस्त तक एक मिशन मोड पे काम कर रहा है यूटी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और एलएचडीसी कि नेक्स्ट अगस्त 15 अगस्त से पहले इसको हर एक घर में पानी देने की कोशिश करेंगे। कोशिश क्या, पूरे की पूरा करेंगे। लेकिन बोर मैक्सिमम जगहों पे बोरवेल का इंकरेजमेंट ज्यादा कर इसमें है, लेकिन एलएचडीसी का पहले से यही रहा कि जितना हो सके हम चश्मे का पानी यूज करेंगे, ग्लेशियर पानी यूज करेंगे। लेकिन इसको जल्दी करने के उस मिशन में बहुत सारी चीज हम भूल रहे हैं। जितने भी रिवर्स है, इंडस है, संस्कार है, शयोग है, साथ साथ में बहुत सारे नाला, हर गांव में नाला से, और समर में सारे के सारे जितना भी नाला होते हैं उसका पानी वो भी वेस्ट होते हैं। उसको कैसे हम कंजर्व किए जा सकते विंटर के लिए या स्प्रिंग के लिए। जैसे कि अभी हमारे सामने है कि आर्टिफिशियल ग्लेशियर पहले बनाए, अभी उसके साथ सिंगोल ने क्या बोलते हैं उसको आइस पेपर, अभी हम नाले के पानी को कैसे कंजर्व किए जाते हैं। हर एक गाँव में नाला ऐसे ही रहते हैं, बहुत सारे टूरिस्ट आते हैं कि बोलते हैं ये पानी कहाँ जाके यूज होता है, इसका पानी बिल्कुल यूज नहीं होता, सीधा जाके इंडस में जाते हैं या रिवर्स में जाते हैं। उसको कैसे यूज में किया जाता है, और आने वाले दिनों में हम इस बोरवेल का अल्टरनेटिव एक अच्छा सॉल्यूशन मिल सकता है। इस इंडस की वाटर हो या रिवर वाटर हो या स्ट्रीम की पानी को यूज करके कम से कम मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं। बोरवेल हमेशा 24/7 या 365 डेज, चलो स्प्रिंग में हमें वाटर का बहुत शॉर्टेज होता है, खासकर जब स्नोफॉल कम होते हैं, उसमें स्प्रिंग में हम चलो वाटर बोरवेल यूज करेंगे, उसके बाद स्टीम वाटर पे जाएंगे, इस इंडस वाटर में जाएंगे। ट्रीटमेंट करने के बहुत सारे प्लांट्स है, टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत बड़ी, उसको भी हम आने वाले दिनों के उसमें रख सकते हैं, प्लान में रख सकते हैं।
Issues are there, solutions are there, but to deliberate and to create awareness upon every issues, broad issues, we need to come on this kind of table and discuss and then go back and propagate those very ideas. So I think if we don't initiate this very stimulating intellectual sessions in the form of popular lectures and other seminars and conferences, Ladakh as such will face issues with respect to that. And last but not the least, I would like to thank our guest today, Professor S.K. Sharma sir, Vice Chancellor of University of Ladakh and Deputy Chairman LHDC Lay for gracing this occasion, because I believe in such a short span of time, with a period of 2 years, GB Pant has made a name for themselves in Ladakh, and in the long term, I see them as very major players in Ladakh, where they, in terms of playing huge scientific roles and coming up with new solutions with respect to other problems in Ladakh, because their name itself, they have Himalayan environment attached to them, because their institute name is GB Pant National Institute of Himalayan Environment. So I think in coming times, Ladakh as such will be a better place, because whoever comes here in Ladakh is always a well-wisher of Ladakh, I believe. And with this, I end, and thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, since I serving last 28 years. So now the problem, now the Ladakh is going to face the problem. Like as for example, in our campus, earlier we used to have the spring water. Earlier our whole agriculture totally based on spring water, चश्मा का पानी. Even हम लोग earlier 15-20 years back, हम लोग सेम चश्मा पानी पीते थे as a drinking water. Nowadays, यानी देखा तो totally our spring water totally dry. And when we go around the field area also, so many streams know very well कि काफ़ी इस तरह प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. तो इसमें और जो अभी जो टूरिस्ट इन्फ्लक्स टू हैवी army strength increasing and now becoming the UT. So water is a big challenge. Water is going to be becoming a challenge. But on plus point, we are having the world largest glacier, Siachen. So we have to conserve that, and we have to minimize the use of water, and we have to also save from the pollution. So government is taking in that direction, and even the security has just southern board is there. They are taking care of how to regulate the water. So our concern is the agriculture. So with the help of the hill council and the department, so we have given the 3-4 concepts like mulching. Mulching going to play very important. Like this year only we did our entire 80% agriculture is totally based on the mulching, and we are doing the non-conventional like a warm season crop. So we have luckily we have saved the water. So this year we have not faced the water crisis in our campus also, though the temperature is quite high. So mulching going to play a very important role, and we are happy that already Hill Council has given the subsidy to the farmers, and now farmers they started using the mulching. So mulching going to play very important, and mulching not only itself the water, it also the government honorable Prime Minister theme per drop 4 crops. It at least with that one, and another is the per inch bunch of crops. So mulching fit in both category. It save the water. It double the yield also. So mulching going to play very important. Same the drip irrigation. Now the drip irrigation government has a scheme here. So all the horticulture crops, especially the apricot and fruit trees, mulching drip is going to play an important role. So in this way we can minimize the water losses. And again, it is our duty how to we use the water.
When we look at the water, first we see taking the dark into consideration, that's water scarcity. Then is the water pollution. When we talk of water scarcity, we have to see how much water is there, and when we open the channels for those who have to take this water more, for example, tourism, capacity building, how much is our capacity to absorb our tourist sector? Then how much is the water? And then how we can save it from the pollution. I could see that plastic and the industrial waste has devastated our whole economy. It reminds me when I was a student, we used to go to Dal Lake and take the water. That was like the purest water which anybody could use. And see today, it's highly polluted. And we have the encroachment which has been done on the water bodies by but our society has done. We have created structures on those areas where we are not giving where those were channels for the water. And when we stop that, it means we are polluting the water. We are not giving free way to the water. We are not tackling the industrial waste. We are not tackling, we are not making ourselves conscious how to stop this. And what are the measures which we need to take as Honorable Vice Chancellor rightly said that we have, for example, one of the speakers said drip water. Those plants we can, God, we don't, sometimes we ignore what the decision of God is. God has created this weather, you don't find plants around. It is his decision. It is because he knew what I am doing. Now we are starting the plants. If we are raising the plantation is being done, where is the water? Where from the water will be done? Now, if it is we may need the plants, but why not a drink water, which has been plant and to make those agriculture to make in such a way where it is to be done with the scarcity of water. Unless and until we will not make ourselves conscious. Regulations, I do welcome those what has been there. Strict regulations, those are there. But we have to introspect ourselves and then see how we can conserve the water, how we can stop it from pollution, and how to make the minimum use of the water.
We, as a species, have evolved from an aquatic breed to a land-based breed since millions of years. And evolution is one thing we cannot stop. Every day we are evolving, every year, with every generation we are evolving. So with these, the needs changes, and water is one thing that we have been using, and the need has been increasing with every year, with every day. Now, when I saw Dr. Mehta's presentation and I saw the data that 55% of the water requirement of lake comes from bore wells, that itself is a huge, huge point to think that are we really going towards carbon neutral, Ladakh? When you are talking about carbon neutral, you should be talking about sustainable use of resources too. So in these terms, what I would have few suggestions if Dr. Subramanian is noting and might be presenting it to the youth is, one is to regularize and to have some kind of restriction on more borewells. Two is having desalination plants so that we can use the, we have gallons of, thousands and thousands of gallons of water flowing in the Indus River, in the Zanskar River. We are not using it, it just flows into Pakistan. Why not use it putting up desalination plants? And for that, what energy we can use is we have ample of renewable energy over here, and every region has different sources of renewable energy. You go to eastern part, you have geothermal energy. You go to the western part and the middle, you have solar energy. So what we can have is these small desalination plants in every villages, and in addition to that, we can have new technologies through which we can condense water, like solar technology. There are so many solar panels through which we can condense water and bring it into the still form. You don't need to buy bottle packages of drinking water. That's one.
So, previous photographs here, whatever the village photographs, we can see the construction is traditional materials, whatever they are using those things. But in cities, where in Kargil or in Leh, we can see lot many this cemented constructions. It is drastically increasing. If we can make like the for the trees and plants, for the construction regulation, if some committee can be placed for that, because that is the major consumption of water is this construction business itself, and we are the main defaulters in that. But of course, we don't have any guidelines, so we are following the Pan India guidelines. So if Ladakh specific something can be given, then of course army has to follow that. And another thing, sir, drinking water, we were trying to improvise something, but the winter season is the problem. the freezing temperatures are damaging all our equipments. So if some studies can be rooted in that direction, because all the equipments, all electrical equipments or whatever because of the freezing temperature, everything is, we are not going to get anything from that. So that again scientific studies is required in that side. So, and third things are the quarries. Again, contractors, good chunk of contractors are there with us. So, again, the natural resources I felt during last 1 year of my experience, they are using the natural resources very badly. There is no proper license because we are not the people to control them. So, if that also can be from the government side, some realistic studies or some controlling can be done. I think these are the main reasons for our scarcity, whatever natural resources scarcity. So these three things I found. Sir.
What I feel is depletion of water mainly. What we have seen is due to global warming, and we can see in Indus River also. When we were child, there used to be heavy flow of water in the Indus River, and natural these springs, which are all fed by glaciers, has been depleted. So main is the natural, and to add this, we have sudden influx in tourism. And Madam has rightly said that more than 55% of the water resource are used by the tourists. And another important issue I just want to add is that I am from an agriculture background. Regarding agriculture system in Ladakh, we have a lot of wastage of water by simply pulling stream that without any concrete structures. So this for a solution, a very good solution for this is Dr. Chaurasia has already told, like drip irrigation and sprinkler, mulching, greenhouses, which use very little water, and that can be propagated in whole of Ladakh. And we have in our station, we have this well-placed drip irrigation and sprinklers by using zero energy. That is by using the force of gravity. So this can be applied to all the progressive farmers or villages where this agriculture system is very much profound. And sir, to add this, coming to these trees, I don't think that these trees, like we have two main species, that is poplar and willow, which uses lots of water, because these trees are evolved through from a very thousands of years ago, and it used very little water. You can see poplar trees standing in the rocks even where there is little water. And even in my house also we have a poplar tree which we do not give any water at all. Maybe willow is using little bit more water, but coming to Ladakhi species of water, it uses very little water. And we should have a proper campaign to and understanding to the people through different. We should have a campaign through Hill Council. We should have a strategy to utilize water, how to use it. We have to educate the people mostly in the villages, because most of the, I think 90% of the people live in villages in Ladakh. So villagers, they don't know how to conserve and preserve water. And I have seen so many villages where their people are migrating because the spring water which used to serve them, the stream water has already dried up. Even in Changtang, even in Skewmarka, and so many places in Ladakh, where ordinary people does not reach. So we have to develop a full strategy involving all stakeholders, including Hill Council, administrations, and different fields like DRDO and